Now, our big problem now is corruption of public officials. This is the one which is slowing down our rate of growth. And I'm glad you are very harsh. Jenna Bodo said so. Those people must go to jail, must lose opportunities of leadership, but they must pay back everything they have stolen. So in that way, your economy will grow much faster, because now the issue of corruption is one of the brakes on the rate of growth. We had to enhance the army people, because those army people of yours have really defended your country for a long time. And these old men were retiring, these old generals, and I said it would be very bad for these old men to retire and they go in poverty in the villages when they have spent 40 years, 50 years defending the country. So we were able to do something for those army people. Then now, at the very beginning, when Chief Justice Odoku was in charge, by the time of the CA, I said no. Although we are all very hungry, you know, I am an expert in managing scarcity. If you have got scarcity in your home, you come and hire me. You will see how I will help you. Scarcity of resources. Because in the bush, we had scarcity of food. But whatever little food we had to say, you give to the sentry. Sentry is the soldier who is on duty, who is guarding. We the rest of us can be hungry, and when you are hungry, you doze. Hunger is very good for dozing. If you want to doze, you keep hungry. So we would be dozing, but the one on sentry duty should be the one to get the food so that it is alert. When the enemy comes, he's the one to alert us. If you say we all become hungry democratically, you'll all die. So at the very beginning, I told His Lordship Benjamin Odoke, I said, although we are all hungry, but at least the judges, the ones who clamor us, you know the way we call judges in our language, abalamuzi. Okulamula means to separate people who are quarreling. So I told Benjamin that although we are all hungry, but you, the balamuzi, you should not be as hungry as us. So that at least when we come quarreling before you are right, you are able to say, you are the. That's how we started paying the judges 3-point-something million, that time, 1995, 96, when the president was getting 150,000 shillings. That was the salary of the president. But the judge was getting 3-point-something million. So we were very conscious of this, that because of those specific roles of peacemaking in society, although we are all hungry, but you get something first. For us, even if we are hungry, if the separator, the mulamuzi, is not hungry, there is some hope of stability. Now, in that line, therefore, when we say the prosecutors and the government state attorneys go in the front of the queue to get something slightly more than the others, it is in that spirit of prioritizing who can give us the immediate, not that you are more important than others, but we need your contribution more urgently. Now, so recently, therefore, this issue of taxes came up. I said, mbaleke, you msoro mujireke. say, you leave them, don't tax them. Don't tax them directly. Income tax. Then somebody tried to argue, but you know, everybody must pay tax. I said, but the soldiers are not paying tax. And we know why they are not paying tax. The policemen are not paying tax. I think the judges also were not paying tax. Yes, the judges. So I said, what's the problem? These people are not so many. My daughter, Abodo, says you are only 300. And even if you expand and you become 800, we can. Uganda cannot collapse because some 800 people have not paid tax, have not paid income tax. So it's really just bad planning. So since these people are on the front line of fighting crime, let's finish with them. And the Munyankwe will say, Beremerwe. They fare on their own. They fare on their own. They don't use us as a pretext. But I said I know they will pay tax because I know some of them like a bottle of beer. So they're actually quarreling you for nothing. Because once I give you some slightly more money, I know some of the judges, some of the lawyers, I don't know about the judges, but some of the lawyers, they like a bottle of beer, and I have conveniently put something on each bottle. So they will pay tax voluntarily. And then the cars you are talking about, they use fuel, and on every liter there is something. So after we are going to Akasente, and my daughters, the female prosecutors, bagala nyo to perfume, they like perfumes, so I have something on the perfume. So they are really requiring for nothing. The income tax we lose. We may actually get more from the consumer tax, even from that very group. So it's bad, but in this case you will get it in a nice way. The prosecutor, anywodeka biake, nasanyuka, nemfuna omusoro, naye nasanyuka. So the prosecutor, once she or he has got more purchasing power, she will buy some consumer items, solving her problems of need of that, and I will get actually the same tax I would have got as income tax, or even more. So don't worry about it. Will be. I have already told the Minister of Finance that I insist on this. Let this join the category. Now, the laws of protecting the witnesses, I didn't know that this was a problem. So if it is a problem, the Attorney General, you should work on it, the laws to protect the witnesses. And the 900 million shillings for protecting the prosecutors, that is too low. We shall have to do something to enhance it.